Welcome to Neuropulse. Today we are tackling the number one challenge of the modern era, concentration. In a world of infinite distractions, the ability to focus your neural spotlight is the ultimate superpower. Whether you are a student in Toronto, an entrepreneur in London, or a professional in New York, your success depends on your brain's ability to engage in deep work. Focus is not a mysterious gift, it is a chemical process. To enter a state of deep concentration, your brain requires a specific cocktail of three neurochemicals: epinephrine, adrenaline for alertness, acetylcholine to mark the neural circuits for change, and dopamine to keep you motivated to stay on task. The problem most people face is context switching. Every time you check a notification, you suffer from attention residue, where a part of your brain stays stuck on the last task. It takes the brain an average of 23 minutes to fully refocus after a single interruption. Today, I'm going to give you the protocols to bypass this and trigger deep focus on command. Part 2, the visual window technique. The first tool to trigger focus is actually mechanical visual focus. Your eyes and your brain's alertness system are bidirectionally linked. When you narrow your visual field to a specific point, say a single paragraph or a cursor on a screen, you are sending a signal to your brainstem to release norepinephrine. The Huberman protocol for this is the 90-second visual focus. Before starting a deep work session, stare at a single point on your screen or wall for 60 to 90 seconds. Do not let your gaze wander. This visual lock forces your neural circuits into a state of high-resolution focus, preparing your prefrontal cortex for the work ahead. Part 3, sound and white noise science. Next, we must address the auditory environment. While some people prefer silence, the data shows that 40 Hz binaural beats or pink noise can significantly enhance cognitive performance. These frequencies help to mask distracting background sounds and encourage the brain to enter a gamma wave state, which is associated with peak concentration and problem solving. However, the key is to use these sounds only during the frictional phase, the first 10 to 15 minutes of getting into work, as your brain works to overcome the initial resistance to focus. Part 4, the 90-minute ultradian cycle. To master your focus, you must work with your biology, not against it. Our brains do not function in a linear fashion. They operate in ultradian cycles, 90-minute windows of cognitive high performance. When you begin a task, there is a frictional phase, the first 5 to 10 minutes where your brain is struggling to engage. This is where most people quit and check their phones. But if you push through, you enter a flow state that lasts for about 60 to 70 minutes. After the 90-minute mark, your brain's ability to maintain acetylcholine and dopamine levels drops sharply. The Huberman protocol is simple. Do not attempt more than 90 minutes of deep work at a time. Once the cycle is over, you must take a non-sleep deep rest, NSDR, or a 20-minute break where you are not looking at a screen. Looking at a smartphone during your break is not a break. It is cognitive loading. To truly reset your focus, you must allow your nervous system to declutter through optic flow or a short walk. By structuring your day into 2 or 3 of these 90-minute bouts of focus, you can achieve more in 4.5 hours than most people do in a 12-hour distracted workday. Part 5, focus supplements, the smart drug science. In the US and Canada, the nootropics market is massive. However, many people take the wrong things at the wrong time. To enhance the neurochemistry of focus, acetylcholine, and dopamine, we look at a few key compounds. 1, alpha-GPC. This is a high-quality choline source that increases the levels of acetylcholine, the molecule of neural highlighting. Taking 300 millimeters of alpha-GPC 30 minutes before a focus bout can significantly sharpen your cognitive edge. 2, L-tyrosine. This is an amino acid precursor to dopamine. When you are deep into a complex project and your motivation starts to fade, L-tyrosine 500 mg can help maintain that dopamine baseline, preventing the mental fatigue that usually sets in after an hour of hard work. 3, omega-3 fatty acids. The structural integrity of your neurons depends on EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid. For high-level focus, you should aim for at least 2 grams of EPA per day. Without this fatty acid foundation, your neurons cannot communicate efficiently, leading to brain fog, a common complaint in modern North American diets. Part 6, conclusion, the focus-first lifestyle.